Today on 3D Outdoors, we're going to unbox, or should I say unbag, an AR-15 from Alexander Arms, but it's in 17 HMR. Stay tuned. Like I said, we have the Alexander Arms AR-15 in 17 HMR, and I think it is probably the first and only AR-15 on the market at this point that is in the 17 HMR. I believe Savage Arms has a regular rifle that's calibered in the 17 HMR and semi-automatic. Everything else is a bolt gun. So I was really excited when they came out with this. So let's get it out of the bag, see what we get, which is kind of neat. First of all, we'll go over, it comes in a case that has the Alexander Arms name and logo on it there. And when we open up the bag, and it comes originally without a scope. Now you'll see I have a scope on it. I put a scope on it here, which you can see fits in the bag, which is really nice that they didn't undersize the bag to send it in. You get the rifle without the scope or mount, but it's a nice looking rifle. It's got the fluted barrel there in stainless. It's got your standard A2 bird cage on there, so you have a threaded barrel, so if you want to break that loose and run a suppressor on there, you can. Comes with a carbon fiber tube there, kind of torn on that. It's nice because it's lightweight. It's not too bulky, but it's not a standard, you know, grip that you're used to on the front there, so it's a little bit different. It does have your one peg in the front there, so if you wanted to mount a sling or a bipod or something on it, you could. The lower looks like their standard lower receiver, except it has a block in it so that it accepts their proprietary magazine. Because it's 17 HMR, it's a little bit different. Comes with two 17 HMR 10-round magazines. So it has the block in there for it. Has your standard AR-15 safety on it. It does not have a last round bolt hole open. I found that right away. You don't have the release here like you normally have on an AR-15, and when you put the magazine in, sure enough, it doesn't lock back. Looks like it has the standard safety on it, and the trigger, when I had it apart earlier, it looked like your standard fare on the inside, so if you wanted to change the trigger out, I think you probably could with any AR-15 trigger you want. I'm not sure about the charging handle, if that's standard or not, but you know, it has a standard setup charging handle. The same buttstock as all of your AR-15s, so you can put on whatever you want. Your standard grip, so you change that out. If you wanted to change the trigger guard, you could. So everything is pretty much standard AR, which is great if you want to accessorize it. But of course, the cool thing is it's in 17 HMR. Which is kind of like a 22 Magnum on steroids. It's got that 17 grain bullet that's really flying out there, and if you read the reviews on it, it's really deadly on small critters. If you're prairie dog hunting and they're closer in than what you need with an AR, your squirrels, your rabbits, woodchucks, things like that you're wanting to control, this will be a great round for it, I think. What I did is I put the Strike Eagle Vortex on top of there, a 1:6x24. I think that'll be great for that, and a Burris pepper mount there, and I think that's a great combination. So we're going to get it loaded up here and take some shots on the range. Also in with the kit, obviously you get your standard manual that comes with it, and they send a cleaning brush along. Low. Boy, it buries them right on top of each other, though.
Are you hitting the same
hole?
Circle?
So when you're shooting, you're punching the same hole. As you can tell, it's cycling those 17 HMRs right through it. That's really impressive. So we'll take and dial that in a little bit, and I think that's going to be a great little rifle there. So there you have it. There's the first shots and the unbagging of the Alexander Arms 17 HMR in AR-15. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. See you next time.